everyone. How's it going? Welcome to another day of Nick Perkins podcast. Basically, you was here yesterday. We talked about adopting kids within the family, like basically parents who have kids, and then their kids have kids, and then their kids don't want to raise their kids, so the parents actually become grandparents. But then they have to turn right around and be parents to the grandparents. So the kids get cheated, don't get to have no grandparents because they got to have a guardian or something like that or whatever. But the whole time, it's like the parents get off, like not having to provide for these kids, yo. You know what I'm saying? And not really having an effect. And the kids, like I say, when the kids get grown and they don't know shit, whose fault is it? Because the parents that goddamn, passed up on them, gonna say, well, hell, I was out here doing that. I didn't raise them, but you should have. Bullshit. It shouldn't be on the parents' back, man. It really shouldn't. I understand parents, they take the slack up. But it's just one of those things where, man, people got to goddamn grow up. You had these kids, you knew what was gonna happen, and you gave them up for what? What are you doing now? Most of the time, just running from responsibility. But, that was on there yesterday, so you definitely looked that up on the web. But today I got a little different thing going on. Today, basically, I want to know, maybe some people know, within these families, in my family or whatever, you got siblings or whatever, who is the black sheep of the family? I mean, because I really, I've heard this all my life, I thought it was like the oddball, like basically in the litter of puppies, the runt, like basically it's like, what I'm saying? I thought it was like, that would be the black sheep, something different. Basically, I don't have a definition for black sheep, but what I've been told, the black sheep is basically the person that gets called when things get 100%, when things get 100%, 110, when they get real. When things get real and they need some of that real nigga shit, they got to come in and basically, you feel me, clean house. That's when they call in this so-called black sheep, okay? So it's kind of like, and like I say, I was totally like, oh man, I was just totally like blindsided by the fact that a black sheep, because I always thought like, it's me and two other siblings. I just thought that my middle brother, since he was a middle and he had a different daddy, he was the black sheep, but definitely not the case, okay? So people definitely take a little quick break. We're going to be coming back and we're going to be talking about the black sheep and the life of living as a black sheep within a family. Okay? And we're going to see, and saying why is this not more common, black sheep? Because the black sheep, actually, y'all be surprised. The black sheep is not what I thought it was. Definitely not that. So just hold on. We'll be right back. We'll explain the black sheep within the black single families. Okay? We'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, you're listening to Nick Perkins podcast. Yeah, definitely. And we're on the topic of today, black sheep of the family secrets. Okay. So, how do you determine, or how does the black sheep know that he's a black sheep? Like, or does the black sheep know she's a black sheep? Like, what is actually stated? Is it stated in the family? How is a black sheep defined? Who gives the black sheep the role? Is the black sheep a role that you want? Is the black sheep something that, you paper, rock, scissors for? Is it even a role that you really need to be putting a title on? Okay. For me personally, I'm gonna share my experience. I never thought I was a black sheep, never. I was always a person that basically, like, hey, when something needs to get done for the whole team, for the household, some paperwork, or if I need to go and pay this bill, or if I need to, like, basically work a little extra harder to get this to go through for the team, for the fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's gonna do it. I'm the one that's gonna drive. I'm a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a trailblazer. I'm all that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? It don't take all day to do nothing. So, like, we got something to get done. And, I was raised by a bunch of women. And then, women don't like to drive. So, basically, they always knew we get Nick to drive. And, basically, what happens is, even though you're a go-getter and you love doing things, what happens is, if you don't set boundaries, they end up using you. They end up taking advantage of you. Okay? Basically, some of these black sheeps may be black sheeps by circumstance. It could have been a brother or something, or a sister that watched the older sibling go through giving moms and dad hell. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot, And basically, that younger sibling's like, you know what, I'm not gonna give them hell. I'm not gonna take them all the way through hell and hot water. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be responsible. So, okay, you know what I'm saying? So basically what ends up happening right there is basically, now you got a confusion, because the black sheep is actually the one that they fuck with when shit hits the fan and when shit goes down. When they need to get it done, they don't know about Atlanta. They ain't talked to that son. They probably pissed off at him or something, whatever. But guess what? They know how to call his ass when they need to goddamn ride around Atlanta. When it's something that person or that your sibling has done, extraordinary at, and basically, like, he didn't want to ask to borrow money, knowing he did need the money, though. You know what I'm saying? And then, then the parents just sit right there and just throw the money at the other siblings. But then they come and tell you, hell, you need to get you a job. But yet they go and give the money out to your brother and sister, and like, damn, I need this money. And so when it comes down to it, you might really need $20, $30. You don't want to go ask your parents for it because you feel like you already done, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you need it, but, pride, because you have went so long in your life trying to be something that, basically you're not. You're still kids. You're still their kids. If they're giving money to the other kids, why can't they give money to you? Because they expect so much more from you? No, I just think it's all bullshit. Because, basically, black sheep sucks to me. Because I'm going to tell you a story real quick. My ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? We was together, and basically, she was the one that basically, led me. We got to talking one day, and basically, she said something like, it was like some holidays or something, and we don't have a problem. Like, we don't have a problem with like nobody's gonna like basically rain on our parade. Like, we don't have a problem. Basically giving somebody our mind. We don't have a problem holding our own. In our families. We both pretty much was the go-getter. Somebody had to do something. You feel me? So one day, so holidays or a thing, or maybe it was a COVID. Okay, like we were from Rome. We lived in Rome at the time, and like that's the first COVID cases in Georgia, yo. Okay, so like we were sitting around, and man, we really don't have a lot of friends. We just sit around doing our thing, reading, whatever, and this is like the first time we hadn't really did something festive for the holidays or whatever. I can't really remember. It may have been COVID. I don't know. But anyway, long story short, basically we were sitting in here. Phones were not ringing. Nobody was coming over. Neighbors were having people over. And all of a sudden, this awkward silence ends up getting, basically... I laughed, snickling, laughing. I was like, man, what's up? What's funny? And she was like, man, this shit's sad as hell, boy. I said, what? She kept laughing. She said, God damn, we the black sheep. Ain't nobody called us to see how we motherfucking doing. Ain't nobody called us to see if we ate. Hell, your family ain't even called you to see if you all right with the goddamn coronavirus. And goddamn, we up here with the first outbreaks and the first cases in Georgia. I paused. And I looked at her, I said, huh? I was like, you're the black sheep, right? She's like, and you are too. She said, you see nobody, ain't nobody gonna call us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna call us and all that, but they'll call all the other siblings and shit. And it kind of made me mad, man, but it also made me sad at the same time. The same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Because I said, what? So all these years I've been the fucking black sheep and I didn't fucking know it? Because, you know what I'm saying, had I have known that and I was getting used, a lot of times I'd have said no and got my power back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't mind driving moms them around or whatever, but when she started inviting other bitches and other people to goddamn ride, I'm just trying to drive you. Fuck everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? So it kind of like you end up getting taken for granted, man. And so you have to kind of like step away from that. You have to get, what you have to do then is pick your times to come around your family because, man, they probably not doing it on purpose. Okay, but they done got used to it and you got, you know what I'm saying? They like, they don't have to worry about it no more. So they're like, shit, yeah, my son Nick, I don't have to worry about that because he always on point. You know what I'm saying? He always, whatever. I don't never have to let him borrow money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I do the rest of these sorry people. But yeah, so now what you do is now you put this self-pride on him. Like basically he may need some money or something. And he needs it like a motherfucker. But he's not going to ask because he feels like, or she feels like, you know, well, if you're giving it to the other siblings who ain't doing shit, why didn't you give it to me? Because I'm still your son. I'm still your kid or whatever. You feel me? Because they basically like, well, I know you're going to be all right. How? I can't tell. How am I going to be all right if you giving money to my other siblings and acting like I don't need it? And so, you know, it's just one of those things that creates drama and it creates, basically, it draws a line between, families, man. And we got to get better at this, man. Discuss that, hell, it went on for years in my family, man. Like I was just trying to get them our family to do something. We broken or whatever, so we all live at grandma's. So I said, you know what, man, we need to get some pictures and get some collages going. I went out and bought like a $200 camera, man. I ain't took no pictures yet. I went to grandma and said, Grandma, I thought we were gonna take some pictures and do this or whatever. But it's just really just to shut you up. Like basically I come around, they're like, oh, here you come, y'all. Here you come, y'all. And so people start expecting, the party to get ruined by me coming around and hey, if she let y'all do it, it's all good. So I started just basically releasing that stuff, man. Not be, you know what I'm saying? Like, once I found out, if I'm going to be the black sheep, that's cool and cool. But I'm the black sheep by circumstance and by, things that happened. I had to raise my, my mom and dad wasn't there. So I had to basically, move in with grandma. And then, moms and dad had more kids and didn't raise them. So I had to end up helping care for them. So basically, it's something that, I didn't ask for. But, I am more responsible and I know a little bit more, whatnot. But it just draws a line between you and the other siblings because while you're not there, they're, the parents talking, they listening. So they picking up on it. They may think they're the black sheep because they feel like, just stupid shit. Like maybe because they don't live at home or they can't come back home. They feel like they're the black sheep. But to ultimately be the black sheep, I think it's basically like this. If you still having doubts if you're the black sheep or not, okay, it's like this. If your family, your brothers and sisters, always talking shit about you, always got your motherfucking name in their mouth, and they always talking shit about you, so much shit that they talk about you, like, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you're in the tabloids. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You feel like you're in a tabloid. Then guess what? You are the black sheep. The black sheep, basically, to me, it's kind of like a raw deal. But, at the end, though, they have to get with the black sheep. They may talk shit about that black sheep. I can't stand his mouth or I can't do this. But guess what? When them property taxes or that certain document comes in or that whatever you know what I'm saying, that basically he's excels in or he's good at doing because he's done it at an early age, guess what? Now you got to call them back in. Because you know why? You can't call them other motherfuckers. They ain't even studying learning it or nothing. So, like I said, black sheeps, okay? Are you the black sheep of your family? Holler at me. Let me know. All right, we got to go. Peace.